Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your June predictions reading. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I just started blushing and giggling, and look at my eyes. Now they're watering on my days. Anyway, I hope you're well, Capricorn. I hope you have your shit together, unlike myself. Let's look at your month of June, shall we? Now, before I get into it, this is a general reading. If you're looking for love predictions readings, love may not come out. It may come out. We'll see how we go. We'll see what Spirit decides. But I do have a love predictions reading up for you from mid-May to mid-June. And I will be doing a mid-June to mid-July one by June 15th. So be subscribed to stay notified. I plan on going live in the future. So if you're subscribed, you'll get those notifications. You can join me. We can have a chat, connect, and hopefully get some predictions with your energy, with your present energy. So that could be cool. Now, I'm going to start your reading by pulling some oracle cards from this deck, sweets. We're going to be pulling 3 oracle cards to get 3 key themes that your sign can expect to experience in the month of June. These key themes will then be further explored with tarot to get specific predictions, and then I'm going to get advice from an oracle deck as well. Before we get into it, this reading is intended for Capricorns or those who have strong Capricorn placements in their chart. If you're here cross-watching, checking up on a Capricorn that you're interested in, I'm a very honest reader, so you may hear or see something you do not like. You have been warned. Okay, Spirit, what are Capricorn's key themes in June? What are Capricorn's key themes? Oh my God, I just heard Tame Impala. It feels like we only go backwards. That song hasn't come out in a long time. What is happening here for Capricorn? Oh my Lord. In June, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, somebody's screeching tires just interrupted us. We have the 11th house at the back of the deck. So I see you moving forward, Capricorn. I see you moving forward. The 11th house is beautiful. The 11th house tells me you're putting your conflict behind you. You're putting your challenges behind you. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about this anymore. I'm a boss. Oh, look at you. I'm a boss. I'm a cardinal boss. I've got this. My challenges aren't my challenges. They are my strengths. I see you really plowing forward, reinventing yourself in June, sweets. I see you creating something here. Friends could play a pivotal role in how you are able to progress. But I also feel you're not constrained by your sense of community. I see you even reinventing friendships here in June and kind of going back to the drawing board with who you want by your side as you progress. I see reinvention is one of your key themes. It is a collective energy right now in general though, but you're really taking it on board, Capricorn. Some of you are very determined to move forward, but okay, it's a little but. It's not a PHAT but it's there. There's something in your past here that is really rooted in your reading, sweets. Like it's here. It feels like we only go backwards is your first theme. It's North Node, South Node. I see the beginning of June posing some issues. You may feel conflicted over how to progress here because you're also being called back to something or someone from your past. The thing about North Node, South Node is I see you literally standing in like a crossroads, and we have the future and we have the past. And there's either this feeling of I need to take something from my past with me into my future, or before I can move forward, I have to fix this. So whether you want to move forward with somebody or not, I see you needing to work on something before you move forward. And this is a energy that I don't think is specific to the beginning of June. I think it's something that could be prevalent throughout the month of June, because as you continue striving and really succeeding, sweets, like the 11th house is really good energy for you, especially because it is a collective energy. It tells me that you're on board. You're really intuitively following the flow of the collective energy, and you're receiving because of that. You're putting your hand out and the universe is going, yes, Capricorn, let's do this. let me give you some more opportunities. Let me give you the connections. Let me show you how good your future can be. So let's talk about that South Node, North Node reversed. Spirit, what is happening here for Capricorn? A change in plans. a change in plan. Something you weren't originally planning is changing, because something is definitely coming back to you, sweets. I'm seeing an indication here of you knowing in your heart what you need to do. You need to put your past pain behind you. This thing could have been painful when it first came around. There could have been a emotional issue here that needed to be healed first, or something that you had to see beyond, and there was an emotional bias in how you were seeing it. So what is happening here with South Node, North Node for Capricorn, please, Spirit? What is happening here? For North Node, South Node, Capricorn, what is happening, Spirit, in June? Thank you. So look at how these cards are coming out. It's crazy. We have the Valley of Goblets at the back of the deck with the Moon and the Seven of Wands. Whatever this is, you have to put your pride aside in order to move forward. Pride aside. I'm hearing leave it at the door. It doesn't belong here. I see an honest conversation. I see a heart-to-heart conversation for a lot of you. I also see that you can't go in guns blazing. This isn't that situation, Capricorn. This is a situation of vulnerability, honesty. But how much are you willing to open up? How much are you willing to say? What are you willing to reveal? Because you're keeping your cards so close to your chest. And listen, Capricorns are very guarded signs. We don't just offer ourselves up to whoever's there. But I see for you, sweets, with the Valley of Goblets reversed, some of you may even need to forgive in order to move forward. You may need to forgive, or you may need to be forgiven, depending on where you're at here. Interesting. So there's a little bug here. Sweets, please get out of the way. We have 3 cards. Oh no, it just keeps coming back. I'm just worried I'm going to accidentally kill it, and I'm really trying not to kill anything. It's very hard, especially with bugs, you know. So what do we have here? We have 3 cards. We've got the 6 of Swords. We've got the 8 of Cups. We have the 3 of Pentacles. So 8 of Cups reversed, 3 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Swords upright, Capricorn. Capricorn, I see something coming back. I see you going back to something. I see you wanting to figure out, is it over? It reminds me of that Mo song. If it's over, then it's over. How does it go? Oh, I don't know. It's from like her 2nd or 3rd album. Wanting to go back and check, is it really over? Have we done everything? But you got to be honest if you want this to work. That's the thing. Your heart, your cups are there, but it's like you need to show this person that they're there, because it's a very dark situation. You've hidden some of your feelings in this matter. In order to move forward, you have to be more honest about how you feel, Cap. And I think with the 3 of Pentacles reversed, there's an element here of needing the right time or the right situation to do this. This could be a work situation, a friend or family situation. You need to get this person away from other people, to talk to them and to be open with them. The right situation. I do see you getting that opportunity with the 3 of Pentacles reversed. You're going to be in a group setting. However, there's going to be a chance there where you're alone and you can say how much you want to say. It's really up to you though. If you're not honest, you're not going to get that chance. But with the 6 of Swords upright, regardless, I see you moving forward. I see a peaceful resolution. I see calmer waters. I see you being able to feel confident that you said what you needed to say with the 6 of Swords upright. There's no regrets here. There's a feeling of I'm moving forward because I've said my piece. This conversation has been had. So let's get some advice here. I don't really want to dwell on that energy because we've got a lot to cover for you. But for a lot of you, this is a relationship situation. My days, Cap. What is the advice here for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Oh, slamming the cards, my bad. At the back of the deck, we have Finding. You are interesting. You are very interesting. I'm usually so connected to your reading, but I feel completely surprised by what we've found today. Capricorn is like one of the strongest, most prevalent signs in my chart, but something about this just feels really like I wasn't expecting that, you know, like I didn't see that coming. And maybe that's the pride issue. Maybe that's why Spirit's like, you need to leave your pride at the door if you want to be successful. You've got to be open. You've got to be honest. You can't let your ego dictate what you see, because clarity is coming, sweets. You're going to find what it is that you're looking for here. I think that that's the issue. You're trying to move forward and you're looking for something, but it's actually in your past, or at least the closure that you need is in your past. What you need is here, but you're looking there. It's so interesting. So your advice here, we have good luck. We've got a black meow meow. So maybe you have a black meow meow like myself. Or maybe this is simply just saying, which is the card's energy, that what you saw as an unfortunate situation is actually going to be somewhat of a blessing with good luck there. Black cats are notorious for people saying that, you know, they're bad luck. And yet, I don't know how you could think something that precious is bad, but I see that what you may have thought was a bad situation or a bad luck situation is actually going to be a blessing, good luck here. I also see that if you're the one instigating this conversation, you have a blessing. You have an angel really looking, supporting you. In fact, if this is a serious conversation that you're having with somebody else, it feels like one of their angels is like by your side going, hey, Capricorn, you got this. You can do this. I see the situation working out in your favor with good luck being here. And I do see a favorable outcome. I see protection reverse though, and willpower reverse. So I almost feel like you have to be open, you have to be vulnerable, you have to be ready to be in an unguarded position in order to be successful. And I also believe with willpower here, Cap, you kind of gotta come in soft, you know? Yuck, I just saw something else soft, but not that way. You have to come in soft though. You have to come in like really... Why is it always Capricorns? Your fiends, your devils. All right. It just feels like you got to come in with a softer approach, sweets. There's a sexual energy behind your reading though. That's the thing. It's really messing me up a little bit. Not going to lie. It's very distracting. But I just think that to be successful here, you got to come in softer, more vulnerable, not so brazen and bold and assumptive and like, I got this and this is what's going to happen. It's like, no, actually, you don't know. Just be open, just be honest, be vulnerable, as vulnerable as you can be in order to get the best possible outcome there. Let's move forward. I spoke about that a lot longer than I wanted to. Your next sign or your next theme, sweets, is the Chiron card reverse. So Chiron is the wounded warrior in astrology. I haven't studied Chiron as much as I want to, but I know enough to know that when this issue comes back, it's because there's an issue that we haven't healed coming back. Now, the thing about this card being reversed is I actually see this as you airing out some grievances and being able to talk about some stuff that you may have put on the back burner, suppressed, or just neglected, either consciously or subconsciously. An issue that hasn't healed yet is being addressed in June, and it's kind of a priority here for it to be in the middle of your spread as a major theme. So I want to get tarot out to really look into what this is for Capricorn, my days. Capricorn, please, Spirit. My gosh. Why did it have to come out like that? Spirit, what's going on over here for Capricorn with Chiron? 2 7s. And I just got a 2 when I said that. 2 and 2 7s. Okay. I got to stop shuffling. I'm sorry. We got too many cards. At the back of the deck, we have the Hanged One. So the Hanged Man. I'm hearing Finally See Our Way by Art vs. Science. When love is so blind, you can feel... Wait, how does it go? Love is so blind you that it hurts. We'll finally see our way. So the thing about the Hanged Man is it's a very stubborn energy when it's reversed. It feels like someone who's failing to see something, someone who's stuck in one perception. And for that to be your bottom deck energy with Chiron reversed, you're having to go back to something that you already knew on some level, probably subconsciously, intuitively. You didn't really see it clearly though. And Spirit's like, no, you know this. You have the answers for this. This is something that you actually know. But for whatever reason, we have to go back to it because it is causing us to kind of feel delayed in our progress here. We can't see this as a wound anymore, is what it feels like. This isn't a wound. We have to be able to heal from it. We have to be able to grow from it. I feel like this wounded warrior syndrome needs to end, Capricorn. Sorry to call you out like that. But like, this is June, 6 months of the year. And for some of you, this is a wound that has prolonged beyond this year. It's been going on 4 years. We gotta work on it, man. We gotta get over this wounded warrior phase. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. I see 2 sevens and I see a 2 of pentacles. So we have the 7 of pentacles upright, the 7 of wands reversed, and the 2 of pentacles reversed. So Chiron reversed is really saying like, this is going to take time, but it's worth investing your time and energy into. It's worth exploring this and trying to find a way to create more balance for this aspect of who you are, this healing aspect of what you need. I see you needing to overcome certain fears and trying to be more vulnerable and open and ready. It feels like you're cultivating a relationship over here. It feels like some of you are working on your issues with somebody else. It may not need to be a person that is close to you. You may be doing this through therapy, but I see you working on some of your healing here. And I see you also not using this victim narrative to kind of stop you from getting things. Some of you are changing the way that you see things without being so jaded or so kind of pessimistic. You're trying to change that narrative, and it's going to take time. It's like your mind is so wired towards you failing in this area of your life, which is probably love, because we're not exactly blessed with good love lives usually, Capricorn. So I feel like some of you need to change that narrative, and you need to find a new way to approach this, especially with the 7 of wands reversed. It's like, put your wands down. Who are you fighting? The only person you're stopping is yourself here. Really, you're stopping yourself. So with the 2 of pentacles reversed, we got to make more time for this area of our life, whether it is dating more or whether it's just realizing that we're encountering the same blocks when we're trying to grow in this area, the same fears, the same blockages, the same victim sense of mentality, or the same pessimistic mentality. And in your second row, we have 2 3s and a 9. So a lot of imbalanced energy here. 2 sevens, a 2 reversed, 2 3s, and a 9. Imbalances. All these cards are reversed. We have the 3 of wands, the 3 of cups, and the hermit. So I honestly see this progress happening quite quickly for you in June, because this area of your life is something that you've started already. With the hermit reversed, you have wisdom in this area. You have a lot of knowledge. You're very self-aware. You know yourself well, but you are very good at blocking this knowledge out as well and denying yourself that genuine ability to see your faults. Sometimes you know yourself well enough to be able to like cover it up quickly as well. So with the hermit reversed, this won't take long. It's maybe just about bringing it to the forefront of your consciousness and saying like, this is a really good opportunity for you to finally get over this victim energy or this wounded warrior energy and be able to grow in the way that you want. Now, I do see limits here. You have 2 3s, and 3s for me are about expansion, reunion for some of you, union for others of you. And I see them being blocked because of this hermit reversed energy. Delays. I'm not ready. I don't think I know enough. Or I'm purposefully sabotaging this situation because I don't feel ready enough yet. It's interesting. There's a pivotal turning point in the middle of your reading here, which will happen in June. How ready are you? Are you going to self-sabotage and fall back into this pattern that has limited previous opportunities in this area of your life? Or are you going to allow yourself to expand and accept the way that this situation is flowing naturally? Because that's the thing about these 2 3s. The 3 of wands is like, you've already invested energy here. Some of you are blocking a manifestation that you started. Some of you are blocking the intention that you created. And with the 3 of cups, it's effortless, and yet you're making it so difficult. You're making it so complicated. What is the advice here for Capricorn in this area of their life, Spirit, with Chiron reversed in June? What is their advice? I feel like this is all turning into big lectures for all the signs in June, and I never meant for it to be that way. I didn't mean for you guys to feel lectured, but I just feel like I'm lecturing everybody. I apologize. This energy is so frustrated in June. It's kind of like there's a deadline and some people just aren't meeting it, which is interesting because we're all on different journeys. So I apologize if this comes through really harsh. I don't mean to make you sound like you're doing anything wrong. At the end of the day, it's your journey. But I want to make sure that you are able to see the bigger picture in these readings and that you can observe where you're headed to next so that you can decide whether you're wanting to go that route or whether you're wanting to take changes or make changes and choose actions differently to create a different outcome. At the back of the deck, we do have family here. So I'll be honest, some of you Capricorns have been solo or struggling to create a sense of foundation and growth. And I don't think that's going to persist for very long. If you've been a fiercely independent solo Capricorn for a long time, I don't see that happening. I see some of you actually getting roots, having a family, and for some of you having children. I'll just throw it out there. You may never have thought of that, but I see that happening. I don't see you staying alone for much longer. Now, your advice here is freedom and compassion. Freedom is reversed, so this could be the issue. I don't want to get caught. I don't want to catch feelings. I don't want to get tied down. I am this wounded warrior. We have reconciliation and we have friendship reversed. So listen, the thing about this energy is you aren't getting caged. I feel like you're looking at the situation as, well, the reason why I keep backing out every time this happens is because I don't want to get stuck. And that is this wounded warrior mentality. This isn't about getting stuck. This is about connections. This is about community. This is about support and care and having that in your life. So with compassion here, Spirit's like, you need to be able to see that you are worthy of this. You deserve this. And to a certain extent, Sweet Pea, you actually need this. You're a human being. With freedom reversed, I do think that you need to know yourself well enough to be able to know how you function best. If you're a very independent person, you know that there's certain relationship styles that just don't work for you. But does that mean that relationships are impossible for you? Does that mean that certain work situations are impossible for you? Absolutely not. I think that you should be able to create a good balance here with the Two of Pentacles. And it's just about finding that balance. With that card reversed, no two situations are the same, so stop comparing them. I think with reconciliation upright, it's quite clear to me that some of you are blocking a reconciliation. And I think some of you are very hesitant to allow your emotional situation to expand, but I do see it coming in June. I see either another relationship or a friendship here. I see you reinventing friendships in June and just trying to figure out, like, is this who I want around me as I move forward? And a lot of that has to do with your healing, your wounded warrior mentality. So your advice here is essentially it's up to you how many people you want around you, who you want there, because you are your biggest blockage, Capricorn, in June. You are your biggest blockage, and you're also your biggest sort of creator. A lot of the things coming towards you in June are things that you intended for and you manifested. And now that they're here, you're blocking them. So it's really up to you. I think you should be compassionate and open and grounded in whatever decision that you make. But I also believe that some of you are needing more time. That's what you're telling yourself. So it's really up to you. I don't know if you have much more time, do they, Spirit? The Three of Swords, no. The thing about this issue is it just keeps coming back. You're pushing things away when they're ready to come towards you. So time isn't the issue, perception is. So your last card here, your last theme is fixed, and it is upright. Fixed is interesting. Fixed is very stubborn. Fixed is something that has taken a lot of effort, or we've kind of really maintained a certain position towards something in our lives. And it makes me think of Taurus specifically, maybe a bit of Scorpio. All the fixed signs from the beginning are Taurus, Leo, who's in the middle there? Scorpio and Aquarius. So a lot of strong energy of like having strong opinions or having a strong idea, having a strong position, and wanting to maintain something here, almost stubbornly. What is going on with fixed for Capricorn in June? This is more towards the end of June, I feel. That new moon in Cancer. What is going on here? Wow. This has a lot to do with a love reading I did for you recently. It might have been mid-May to mid-June, or it could have been the one before that. Something that you predicted is happening here, Capricorn. It just may have taken a bit longer for some of you. I see success in June for you. I do see growth. I see a different future than what you started the year with because of the changes that are happening in June. And I don't think I'm the only reader that's picking up on this, sorry. I think that there's a lot of readers picking up on this energy for Capricorn at the moment. We're all kind of picking up that something is changing here, especially with your relationships. At the back of the deck, we do have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands both reversed, and that Hanged Man is still there too. So I see a change in outcome here, a change in your future. I'm also hearing a change in your priorities. There could be a change in your family dynamic, or a change to your feeling of devotion when it comes to long-term investments and goals, a change in what you are striving towards now, a change in commitment for some of you. We are being shown the Six of Cups with the Strength card. That Six of Cups is reversed. So something that you had wanted is coming back. You either predicted it or you were wanting it to happen. I feel like we're split. Some of us weren't expecting this at all. And then others of us were wanting it and willing it to happen and wanting to really kind of pull it in towards us with a fierce strength, a sense of control. I see this being successful, mostly because you want it so badly. We have the Four of Cups reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed, but I do see this situation needing to kind of happen when it's meant to happen. There's a forceful energy here with that Eight of Wands reversed of almost kind of pulling something in hastily and doing something hastily when it's not quite the vibe. Like the wands aren't really ready to ground, and we're kind of frustrated by that. But we're frustrated by the situation. It feels like we're trying to take advantage of something that we don't want to miss out on. And I think with the Six of Cups reversed, there's a fondness here, a strong connection to our past or to a simpler time in our lives that we're wanting to continue to have. I'm feeling possess, especially with the Strength card. I feel like some of you are really trying to seize this. And I think that what's happening here is some of you are catching feels, sweets. Like this wasn't supposed to be in your reading, but I see you catching feels for something or someone in June. And your feelings are telling you, I need to have this and I need to have it now. But I also think with the Eight of Wands reversed, you're frustrated by the way that this is moving, and you're frustrated by how this is happening. For some of you, how this is happening again, especially with the Four of Cups reversed. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to feel like you've missed out on anything. You want to take advantage of the opportunity while it's there. And with Strength upright, it's something that you either feel like you worked so hard for, or you feel like this is something that you need to grab. Like you've had the courage to do it, or you've had the strength to do it. You got the patience, stacked up, ready for you to do it. So when it comes, it's like, I'm ready. With this fixed energy though, it feels like this is something that you're doing. It feels like it's something that you're really pulling in to alignment here. Interesting. Interesting. I also think that there is someone around you, Cap, who's not willing to let you go. There's someone around you who is so attached to you. This wasn't supposed to be a love reading, but they don't want to let you go. They feel so attached to you. It's crazy. What is the advice here for Capricorn? They've come out in every aspect of your reading, one way or another. I've been trying to ignore that elephant in the room because it's not a love reading, so these messages should be able to apply to any aspect of your life, but I don't know, maybe that's just the vibe, sweets. What do we have here? What is the advice? Okay, I definitely see a change in a financial situation, which will lead to more success, a change in how you approach your financial situation, incorporating more of a sentimental need, or going back to a simpler role, going back to a system that worked in the past might be helpful with your work. Spirit is saying don't give up, put a lot of energy into this, but also put a lot of creative passion into this. It's no point doing this when you're burnt out. Make sure that you're doing this because you're inspired to do it. Now, at the back of the deck here, we have grieving reverse. So I really feel like something is not ending. I think you thought it finished and it's not. Spirit's like, it's not. I also see that some of the healing that you've been doing is helping create space for this area of your life, where I'm seeing a lot of positive movement, but I'm also seeing a very careful, calculated emotional response. And not calculated in the sense of I'm being very analytical and sorry, Capricorn. We were cut off because I talked too much. So I actually don't know how much you saw, but I was talking about your advice cards down here. And I wanted you to know that I'm seeing calculated movement down here, not in a mentally calculative way, like a manipulative way, but more of like, what does my heart want to do? Where is my feeling calling me? And I think that that is the secret to you finding your success. Something isn't working here. Something is causing physical limitations or financial limitations. So we have to kind of overcome that hurdle by paying attention to where we're feeling drawn in terms of our creative passion. I see some of you taking more of a creative approach towards your career, bringing in some sort of emotional desire, like bringing in something that you're passionate about almost. To kind of go back to what worked before, or revisiting something that worked before. But overall, over here, whether this is a love interest you're falling for or a new passionate pursuit in your life that you're falling for and something that you're really wanting to take advantage of because you don't want to miss out, even though you have to take energy away from one area of your life and invest it over here, I do see you finding success, finding prosperity. And I also see you experiencing a level of connection to whatever this is. Like, it's like you lost a part of yourself in this process and you're finding yourself in this pursuit, in this energy, this thing that you kind of always suspected. So it's very interesting. You're an interesting reading. And I'm sorry, Capricorn, but I think I got to call it there because I'm way over time. But you're going to have an interesting month. The goal here is reinvention, moving forward, overcoming challenges, not letting them stand in our way anymore, and reminding ourselves that we are the boss. We are a boss and we make these things happen and we create the future that we want, and we need to stop standing in our way. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. It's going to be an interesting month. You had a lot of messages come through. Stay tuned, should I say. Keep an eye out for that mid-month love reading. I feel like you need it. Not to call you out like that, but I feel like I spent this whole reading calling you out. So we should not be surprised. Please look after your beautiful self. Have a prosperous, abundant month ahead. Good luck in June. You got this, and I shall connect with you in another video. Bye.